Hi Pisces, this is your March 2017 love reading, and I'm just going to jump like right into it. All right. So lately I've been like looking at the bottom two cards of the deck. So the one sitting right on top is the Eight of Fire. Now it says, events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. So something is going on. Since this was a love reading, something was stagnant, and I'm thinking maybe it was a relationship you were in where it just wasn't going anywhere. And maybe because it is delays are over, either you were in a relationship that was stagnant and maybe it is actually starting to happen for you, or you got out of that relationship and things are starting to move again for you. Because you also have the Ten of Air, so it says the end of a difficult situation. So since this is the 10, this is the end before you start something new. So I have a feeling maybe there might be like a new relationship on the horizon and then you just got out of another one. Or maybe the relationship was stagnant and it is actually starting to move now and a little bit quicker than you were expecting it to be. But usually, I don't know, something I've noticed is that when you do have that 10 of air, it's usually the end of an actual relationship. But these are usually just like readings like I kind of do for myself or something. It's the end because it's like the end of like a mental something going on in your head. Like that's just over. Like that. Lots of mental drama. All right, well, let's just go on from here. All right. All right, so the first card that popped out is the Magician, and that is really good because it's like you have everything you need to manifest what you want, what you desire in your life. Now it says you're ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. All right. Next card that popped out was Awakening card. It says look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill, it is important to be yourself. So I'm thinking maybe you were just at a standstill temporarily and now you're just kind of like you're looking at things a whole different way. Kind of like with this Ten of Air. The Ten of Air is basically it's your intellect. It's the way you think. Sometimes being in hell could be in our own head, and this seems to be the end of that. And it seems like you're really kind of waking up and you're going to be thinking differently and going into a different direction. All right. So this is a Seven of Fire. So you have Seven of Fire, Seven of Earth, and you even have Seven of Water. So the interesting thing is like seven is very spiritually based. So it seems like whatever it is that wherever you're going on your path, it's definitely going to there's going to be a lot of spirituality around it. Let's just go on. All right, so it says Seven of Fire, defend your beliefs, your decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So it seems to be you've kind of gotten to the point in your life where you're not gonna let people push you around. You're gonna defend yourself. And you're gonna win. Like you are the one. Like the person's kind of like on the Phoenix or whatever this is. I think this might be a Phoenix or a dragon or something. And she's on top. She's unscathed. The people she's battling are below her. They can't even get to her. And look what she's got with her. She's got a big beast with her. Like she's good. She's pretty much solid, and that's where you are. Seven of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action. See, I keep seeing like pauses in action. I think that you were paused. I think maybe you were at a standstill, and I think maybe you were mad. It might have been at a standstill with your spirituality, and that happens to a lot of us. I know I do. I know I get in like growth periods where I'm just like, ugh, I can't grow anymore as a person anymore. And it's very tiring having to change the way you think. It can be very, very, very difficult. And going on a spiritual journey can be difficult. It's very tiring. It's having to change you as a person and the way you do things and think about things can be extremely difficult. And so the earth, it's very mundane. It's very much like what we do on the everyday. So that's also something you could be changing the way you do things every day. Okay. All right. So here's the Emperor, and Emperor could be an Aries in your life. This could be somebody who's either coming into your life or they are already here, and this could be your significant other. This could be maybe somebody that that you could be, I don't know, you could be struggling with. This could be somebody I don't know. I just kind of have a feeling like you might not be walking away from them, but I feel like there's going to be a change in your relationship with this Aries. Seven of water, and I always look at water like emotions. Um, this is a complex decision. The need to do research, stop procrastinating. So I'm almost wondering if maybe like this decision might have to do with like this Aries. It's like, do I stay with him or do I let him go? What do I do? I think it's a very just difficult decision for you to make. I mean, you might have been with this person for a very long time. Um, that's always a hard decision to make. It doesn't mean that it doesn't seem like they're a bad person. Like, I'm not getting like bad cards around them. Like, I'm not getting a feeling like this is a bad person, or just maybe just because the relationship is just stagnant. Maybe just kind of tired of arguing. Like, maybe it's just draining on you. And it could be draining on this person too to stay in this relationship. But it seems like, you're definitely, whatever it is you do decide you want to do, in the way you definitely decide you're going to change your thinking, your spirituality. I mean, it could help your relationship, or you might just walk away. All right, so Six of Waters. Six of Water. Memories from history or childhood. Issues regarding children. Romanticizing the past. This too can also maybe, you can kind of be thinking about this Aries you're in this relationship and how it used to be in the past. It used to be great and now it's not so great anymore. I mean, you could be thinking about maybe even another person. But I do feel like it definitely has a lot to do with this person here. And, I mean, you can have, yeah, I don't know, something could be going on with children. I don't know. I'm just not seeing children in there at all. I feel like you might be romanticizing the past. Well, the past, I mean, great things were great in the past. But sometimes relationships, they just come to an end sometimes, and there's not really anything you can do about it. All right. So, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seeking out mentors or like minded friends. So, it seems like, as far as all the spirituality goes, you might be looking to either get into like meditation or get involved with people who are a little more like-minded. Maybe you're going to go looking for something different. Maybe you're leaving, maybe say, hey, maybe you're a Catholic and maybe now you're looking for something else. Something that maybe feeds your soul a little bit more. Um, you know, you definitely looks like you're looking for people a little more like-minded like you. And maybe when it comes to your spirituality, maybe this person that you're with, maybe they're just not on the same page as you. Which this is actually really interesting because I just did, it seems like I just did this reading like yesterday for Aquarius. I noticed that as far as spirituality goes, even with Aquarius, there was definitely some issues in a relationship regarding spirituality. And the way you guys thought about spirituality, you're like, it was like you guys were not on the same path. You didn't think the same way. And that could have been what's hurting your relationship. It could be what was hurting theirs and it could be what's hurting yours. All right, so this is really interesting because I pulled some cards. This is the Mirror Salon Love Oracle. And what I found really interesting about the way they came out two at a time, so I have 4 cards. I've got obstacles and union both popped out at the same time. So I have a feeling like maybe there's some married couples here and you guys have some serious obstacles in your way. Or you could be wanting to get married and something is just blocking your guys' relationship. Like it's just not getting there. There's just too many obstacles. There's too many blockages and it's frustrating. So the other 2 cards that popped out, Karma and Freedom. So I'm thinking that, you know, whatever this relationship is, could be a karmic relationship. You know, it could have been a past life relationship that maybe you just had to finish it in this life and you're going to get your freedom because the doors are opening from the karma. Maybe this karma is over. I mean, that's what that 10 of air is. It's like, this is the end. You don't have to deal with it no more. And maybe it is time to move on. You're changing as a person, and it's obvious because, like, look, all the 7s, and it's definitely based spiritually. You know, and you're gonna get your freedom. You're gonna be done because it's like this karmic relationship. It seems like it's just kind of shackling you. Maybe it is time to be done. Maybe you are married. Maybe it's time to just get that divorce, you know, and move on and go find what makes you happy. So I got the romance angel cards here. I pulled a few. Oh, interesting. Okay. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. All right. Like I said, maybe you're Catholic. Maybe you and your husband are Catholic. And you're just like, you know what? I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm looking for something different. And I'm saying you don't have to be Catholic. I'm not putting down Catholicism at all. I'm not putting down anything. You could be a witch for, you know, all I know. You could be a Buddhist. You could be anything. But it seems like with your relationship, it's a religious thing. Something's not meshing with your guys' relationship as far as religion goes, religion and spirituality. Okay, past life relationship. I think even Aquarius got this yesterday. It says you have known each other before. So maybe you guys came here to finish out this relationship from a past life, if you believe in reincarnation like I do. All right. All right, so this is interesting. I think this is the one that popped out first. Yeah, this was the one that popped out first. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. You know, you might have some healing you have to do with your family, and that could also be That can be very karmic too. You know, you could be having issues with your mother or your father. Sometimes when you have an issue with your mother or your father, those issues do play out in relationships that we do get in with people. So it's kind of like karma on karma. You know, maybe you have to really think about, why am I having these issues with this person now? You could even go all the way back, as far back as your parents. I mean, you can even have God, I can't talk. Past karma issue with your parents that need to be resolved. You know, who knows? I mean, there's a lot of different angles. So I see worth waiting for, and keep an open mind. Maybe, you know, you guys are ready to move on. It might take a while before you find that person. But, you know, divine timing is at work in your love life. Sometimes we can't just have what we want when we want. Sometimes we have to learn from our past relationships. We have to heal, and we have to be okay with being by ourselves before we can really find the one we're supposed to be with. We kind of have to be okay with being by ourselves. We kind of have to let ourselves heal, and a lot of people nowadays, we don't do that at all. I mean, I'm human. I know I've done that in the past. All right, so keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I mean, who knows? I mean, this person coming along in your life, I mean, they could be a friend, they could be a coworker, they could be, God, who knows? I mean, you might have it in your mind that you want to be with a man with black hair, but you meet a man who has red hair. You know, it's just like, you know, keep open mind about people. You know, people surprise you. Okay, Pisces. I hope this did help you guys. You know what? Before I even go on, I kind of want to pull a card on this Emperor. Actually, I was gonna finish it there, but I'm like, you know what? More information. This Aries. I feel like information on this Emperor. Okay, I can't go any further. All right, the wheel. Okay, so it says a situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So something's going on. Something is changing with this Emperor. Let me get a little more information on that. More information. Okay. Ego. Okay, ego. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative fear-based thoughts. Okay, well maybe it's just in your head that maybe you're having a problem with this Aries, this Emperor. Maybe you're letting your mind get to you. Because it seems like the wheel, okay, so here's the wheel. It can either, things can change 100%. It can either go good or bad. This one is a little confusing. But you know, we can't let our ego get in the way. You know, are you having negative or fear-based thoughts based on this relationship that you're in? You know, sometimes when you do that, when you do have those negative thoughts, those things can actually happen. They can come true. I mean, is this the person you're in a relationship with and you're just so in your head all the time that maybe you might You might fear that you're going to lose them. So you overthink and screw things up. Is your ego getting in your way? And this could be you, or the ego could be the Aries, because Aries, you guys kind of do have egos. If there's any Aries looking at this right now, you guys definitely have some serious egos. And that could be kind of like what's hurting your relationship with this Pisces. You know, if you're kind of cross-watching right now. All right, Pisces, I hope I helped you guys. You guys have a good night.